It is, it's your boy Dutch the Damon, and you're now watching Damon Time with Dutch. On today's episode of Prison Stories Uncut, we trapped up Hagerstown in that castle on that farm with it, man. Now, this situation took place over 20 some odd years ago, right? Yeah, they had your boy up there trapped on that farm. But before I get off in the storytelling mode, I'm gonna need all my loyal followers to support the channel. No matter how small the donation, everything is appreciated. The Cash App will be listed above the video. Now that we got that out the way, let's get it. Now, when I first stepped foot in that old jail, in that castle, right, before I could interact with the brothers, I had to get cleared. I had to go through the clearing process. And that usually take like 3 days. You know what I mean? Brothers go ahead on, check your background, see why you got transferred down there, make sure you're still in good standings with the brothers. You ain't down there because of some violation you done did. The brothers done sent you down there. Once my 3 days was up, I was cleared. He went on here and introduced me to all the good brothers on the location. Now, this that old jail, this that castle. A lot of stamped, reputable brothers up there, serving a lot of time. So, you know, this ain't one of them play jail. This where it get dangerous at. But anyway, you know what I mean? Back then, the good brother Gangster was my cell buddy. But Gangster was about to go home. Shit, he was only in the cell with me like 4 days. Brother went on here and completed his sentence. So when he got released, I probably was single cell status for like a whole month, straight 30 days, chilling. So after like 30 days, they put an old head in my cell. Brown skin, bald head, about 5'9", cocky build, missing tooth in the front. It seemed like they was all right. They brought him in my cell, put him on the top bunk, you feel me? Came right in, introduced himself, shook my hand, told me he was from out like Carroll County, Maryland. Somewhere like out in Eldersburg or some shit like that. Definitely wasn't a city nigga. So he get to asking me about classification and case management and stuff like that. Showed him how to fill out his request slips and, you know what I mean, medical slips and stuff like that while we was in the cell. You know what I mean? Normal cell buddy shit. But when they open the doors for day room, I go out in the day room. One of the good brothers that's cool with me from out Charlie Hill Project pulled me to the side. Man, brother told me like this. Well, if you ain't got your blick, go get your blick and keep it on you without further notice. Cause the word is the good brothers went on ahead and got into it with some of the DC boys down in another housing unit. Up the old jail, don't even really go by the unit, the south side, cause I was on the north side. Brothers got into it on the south side. So he basically telling me like, boy, look, we just waiting for confirmation. We gonna hit all them niggas. So I'm like, dang, for real? Cause you know, I had some of the DC boys I was cool with for real. But anyway, I waited till my cell buddy finished using the bathroom. Once he left out the cell, I went back in the cell, got my blick out the baby powder bottle, and did just what the brother said. Keep it on me till further notice. So long story short, we goes outside in the yard when the big yard opened up, right? Because first they opened day room, then a couple minutes later they'd call the yard and start letting the tiers off into the yards, right? The different tiers. He called us in the yard, we went in the big yard. When we get out in the yard, the big brothers called a meeting. We in the yard, deep as a motherfucker, like 200 and something good brothers, man. Straight up. And the big brother basically pulled us together just to tell us, look, go ahead, stand down on that situation. The shit did. As far as the DC boys concerned, that situation did. Ain't nothing going on with that situation. And that was that. Ain't shit jump off with them. To this day, I still don't know what it was about, but it never manifested, so that got swept under the rug, whatever it was. Couldn't have been no bloodshed or nothing like that, because the brothers went on ahead and let it go. Probably was just some words or something. But anyway, now my bunk buddy out in the yard, but he out in the yard watching. He looking and seeing what's going on. Now he know I'm a good brother because he see me over there in the mix with 200 and something niggas over there in the crowd, you feel me? I seen him watching me walk around the yard by himself. I seen him watching me. Now he know who we in the cell with. But when they call the yard, when they close the yard up, right, we go back in the building. You know how they do, they lock you in, count you real fast, then let you back out for showers and day room and microwave and all that stuff, right? So that's how it went down. Locked in real quick, they counted us, let us back out. When we go in the day room, it's like the afternoon. So every afternoon day room, fuck anything else that's on unless it's sports. We watching that news. Got to watch that Baltimore News, Channel 13. We can know what's going on in the trenches. And for some reason, my cell buddy stayed in the cell. I don't know, maybe he wanted to play with himself, maybe he wanted to use the bathroom. I don't know, but the man stayed in the cell. And that was a sign for me too, because you just came from out that yard, probably working out, running around the yard, sweating. You need to get in that shower. But the man stayed in the cell. That's his business. But I knew once I seen that, we wasn't gonna be in the cell long. Not together. But anyway, so we out in the day room. I'm having a rap with one of my closest good brothers. It's about 17 of us on this tier right here alone that we was on, right? Just, you know what I mean? Kicking the bobo, doing the day room shit, on the phone, watching the TV, right? News come on. Everybody get quiet when that news come on. Niggas shut the fuck up when that news come on, right? Ain't even got to say it. Niggas just already know. But we watching the news, and my cell buddy mug picture, his mug shot flash across the news screen. So when this happened, me and a good brother that was having a conversation, we looked right at each other like, damn, he hit me with like, yo, ain't that your bunk buddy? I'm looking at him like, yeah, that's him. No, that's him for real. Because the dude on the picture had hair, but my bunk buddy had a bald head, but he just cut his hair. That was him. But everything else was the same. Missing tooth and all. So now everybody looking around the day room for my cell buddy, but the whole time he locked in. Needless to say, they get to reading this man charges off, right? I lie to you not. This man got 350 years for deleting his own newborn. All because he was crying, he couldn't take that shit. Threw him into a wall, man. When I see that shit, my jaw drop. My blood instantly start boiling. Now, mind you, the good brother already told me to strap up and get the blick when we thought it was about to go down with the DC boys, so I'm already strapped. The good brother that was talking to me, he looking at me like, man, that nigga in your cell, bro? I'm like, yeah, not for too long, though. I'm telling you that right now, he getting to get the fuck about my shit. Matter of fact, yo, walk with me over here real quick, bro. Now, at first, my original plan was to just tell him he gotta get the fuck out of my cell aggressively. When I kept thinking about his charges, I went on here and say, fucking, and called the audible. Plan B. I went on here and told the officer in the control about, look, unlock my cell. Need to run in and get my shower bag. That's how I got her to open my door, right? So when the officer opened the door opened up. My cell buddy had the block up on the window. He was sitting on the toilet. As soon as the door popped, I just hurried up and yanked it open real fast. Sitting there on the toilet like, damn, cell buddy. But before he could say anything else, I whipped that blick out and slammed that motherfucker right here. And I do that, my little man running there and get to hitting him, hanging that bitch in his ass. He like, yo, what y'all doing that for? What y'all doing? Gets crazy strong strength out of nowhere and push past us and get out of the cell. We run down the tear leaking. Me and the good brother hurry up and slide out the cell real fast. Rushed his ass up medical, right? Blood all in front of my cell, all over the tear. He ran out the cell leaking. And the shit in my cell for real. Me and the good brother passed the blicks off to another good brother, but it was too late. The police came, knocked us straight off. He ain't tell neither, but they knocked us straight off. We had to sit over there for like 60 days until he came and said that we wasn't the ones that did that shit. And they let us beat the ticket, but the whole time, they booked us for that shit. Talking about giving us street charges and all of that shit. Because they knew why we did that shit.